Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 81st,
30.
81st episode of PandTha Talks.
30?
Yeah, sorry, Will. Did I forget to tell you we're going back in time?
It'd be time travel again. God damn it.
Yeah, second time this year. Dreadful.
Oh, man, I get sick of the sound of this. Like, come on, bro.
I know, but,
You're killing me here.
well, I'll give you some good news then that we're covering this week, which might make you a bit happier. Yeah?
Okay. I don't
So,
trust you, but okay.
this week, we're going to be covering most of the major announcements that came from Gamescom. So, brand new games that are coming out, both this year, next year, and a bit beyond that.
Okay.
Online gaming statistics for 2024, so we can find out how many people are playing games, roughly the income of the industry, stuff like that. Thought it'd be quite interesting. And finally, we'll be covering the grand finale of World Gaming Competition as it takes place amid locations controversy in Saudi Arabia.
Hmm.
But I thought it'd be interesting to cover these things. Interesting topics should provide quite a bit of intrigue, and we can split this up a bit because Gamescom, brand new games released. We can actually talk about topics individually. And I do apologise to anyone if I sound off or Will sounds off. It seems like we're both a bit ill. So, me in
Oh,
particular, my voice probably sounds all over the shop.
I will manage. We're both dying slightly, but it'll be fine.
We'll die slightly. No, we won't die together. We'll just fucking scream, shout, and cause pain and suffering. But anyways, let's get into this, shall we? I'll start. Bring the actual interesting information that I have. So, I have to have two of these because one of them doesn't properly show everything and the other one doesn't show either, so it's a mix between. To start with, amid obviously we covered, I think it was last week or the week before, the horrific release of Borderlands 4. Borderlands, the movie, sorry.
Real quick, what's that sitting at now?
Oh, the movie.
Any improvements? I mean, there's not gonna be any improvements. I'm more looking for any more negativity surrounding it.
10%.
Still 10?
I can give you some rough information on the financials if that intrigues you.
Oh, that would be very interesting. I think we covered it briefly.
Okay. So I recall some of this information, but I'm gonna just see. Here it is. So the film grossed $8.6 million in US theaters on the opening weekend, finishing fourth in the box office, and dipped to 10th place in the second weekend with just 2.4 million. The film has earned just 18.6 million worldwide to date, which, from what I recall, if I recall correctly, it required
It's like
110
170.
million.
110. That's crazy.
So what's that? About an 82% loss so far?
A
But
substantial number, to say the least.
budget, that's what I'm after. 110 to 120 million. So yeah. And it's grossed 23.8 million. That's horrific.
Tad,
But hey,
sir. Just tad.
yeah. But due to this, Randy Pitchford, obviously, as we discussed the other day, he had revealed that Borderlands 4 was hard at work. Clearly, this worked because people are very hyped. It's just a teaser trailer. There's nothing major to it. Just a little cinematic showing something like a mech picking up a mask. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Some sort of
Did you
mechanoid.
send me the trailer, or I think I saw
I
it
did
on
not know.
TikTok as well. And I was gonna send it to you, but completely forgot to because I just figured you'd probably seen it.
Yeah. So, Will,
Yes.
Call of Duty campaign. What would make you intrigued by a Call of Duty campaign?
It's something that isn't the same thing that they've done the last 15 years,
Okay.
which is just a linear storyline with you just follow a path and don't really do much.
Okay. You just follow a path.
Sometimes I surprise even myself.
I'm going to enlarge this. There we go. That's better.
Senator's on stage now. Use your camera to get a better look. The senator isn't giving interviews tonight, and he doesn't go anywhere without his security detail. I've marked a few leads that could help get you close enough to do the retinal scan. Take your pick.
I got it on good.
Pick your pick, hey?
You choose how you want to go about it. It seems like the missions will have different ways to attempt it, either going loud and violent, or
Yes, we did briefly talk about this between ourselves yesterday,
we did.
and you did pique my interest with what you had mentioned about how you're not just gonna have like, oh yeah, just do this and follow this person.
Yeah, exactly. They've added, to be honest, a fair bit from the looks of things. So, as they've just said there, you have multiple options to actually get his just his retina scan.
Retinal scan, yeah.
So you can help with one team, and they'll do it this way: pin him down. Someone's blackmailing the senator with sex tapes. We can help his wife or PR, and he'll happily take a photo.
Head of security for all drain energy. Grisham might be our way to McKenna.
Or maybe he just needs the shit kicking out of him.
That always works.
Doesn't it just?
Modified the infrared image to highlight the capillaries in the senator's retina.
And that
It should have just enough
is just one way to get into here.
Please help. They took me during shift change. Knew our schedule somehow. Started shooting. It must be Pantheon. We can do this loud or quiet.
And then obviously you've got typical Call of Duty.
Yeah.
A nice proper fight. Just what you want. But let's move forward a bit. And give yourself some more choices after the fight. So,
I'll give you a boost.
you escape this section. Which is obviously, they're always going to have their own little bits. Skipping all the major content, because I don't want to spoil everything. Here we go. Next major choices. Are you going to fight like hell? Which, let's be honest, we probably would. Or maybe you think of another way. Which I found kind of intriguing. I think it was about here.
If we can't outgun them, we outrun them. Just like that, huh?
Same mission, multiple different ways to go at it. And I find that very... It removes the linear aspect from what makes Call of Duty so boring to me.
Yeah.
But it releases on October 25th. A beta starts, I think, the 30th of this month. So, intrigue is to come. But if that's anything to go by, I'm quite interested.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to sort of see what they do with it and see if
Definitely.
see if they haven't just laid all their cards on one at once, and that's
Yeah.
the only mission that has it.
That's my slight concern. If it's not, and this is basically the way they've gone throughout, the game could be quite a lot of fun.
Could be.
Should be.
No, could be is definitely the correct word to use here, because if that is the only mission that has it, then it won't be.
No, exactly.
And hopefully they're not all, you can take all these different options, but there's just a ever so slight difference between all of them.
Which them lot look like.
Sorry?
Which, to be honest, them 3 beginning missions bits did look like that. You're doing all 3 very similar to get the exact same thing. It's not like you've got an option to blow up the vault or something along those lines. You know, something that's completely different. No, you basically just, it's a choice that's not really going to make a difference from the looks of things. There needs to be reasons, I think. So, Goat Simulator's getting a remaster. Persona 4
Goat Sim,
Reloaded
really?
DLC. Yeah, it is. It had the weirdest trailer I saw all night. Cash Grab Penitentiary in the remasters ward. As I said, some very weird trailers.
What on earth?
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Yeah, we get it. Skyrim keeps getting re-released. Rain, sentenced for offending eyeballs. Call of Duty, no, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I think. Fair reaction. Finally, the grandest of offenders. And just look at this masterpiece. Great tattoos. Love and hate tattooed onto his hooves. He
What
definitely
on
stepped
earth?
up in the world.
What are we watching, dude?
Goats him, mate. Fucking goats him. He's escaped.
Is he chewing on his own tongue?
Yes. Thing is, I'm not sure if it's only the first game that they've re-released or if it's going to be all of them.
That's like such an intricate opening scene for just
Goats
running
him.
around as a goat and be an idiot.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Persona 3 Reloaded DLC, so it seems like they're bringing the DLC to it as well. Dying Light the Beast. You played the first Dying Light, didn't you, Will?
Yep.
I did as well. I absolutely loved it.
I played the second one a smidge, but honestly, it's such a letdown.
The thing is, I expected more of Kyle Crane, you know, the protagonist from the first game.
Yep.
And we never saw him. We heard him mentioned right at the beginning. That was it. That was the top and bottom of it. This is about Kyle Crane.
But this
Now-
is DLC for the first game, though.
No, this is a full game.
Oh, it's a full game.
It's a full game. It's coming out. Now, to give you the gist, have you completed all the DLC for Dying Light 1 and that?
No, man, I'm gonna be honest. I played the first Dying Light. I don't really know what I did. I definitely did the storyline because I remember
Yeah.
the whole like falling off the high-rise building on the crane, whatever.
Such a good ending.
I enjoyed it. Can't remember because it was so long ago. I think you and I played one of the DLCs where you have a bomb on your wrist or something.
We did, yes.
And that's about all I did. I just never really got round to it.
Yeah, I was the same. But I know kind of what happens. At the end, you've got to make a choice. You either get infected with the zombie virus
Were you not
properly.
technically already infected?
You are, but he gets transformed. Or something else happens. Now, the definitive answer came from the developers during Dying Light 2's discussion. Kyle Crane was infected. he did give himself up. But it turns out he'd actually been experimented on for 15 to 20 years, for the last 10 to 15 years, sorry. And he's escaped.
Okay.
So Dying Light, the Beast. I'm not going to pay attention much to what they have to say. It's the trailer we care about here.
My first thought whenever you were telling me all that is that we're gonna be playing as him, except instead of trying to kill the zombies and find a cure, we're just gonna be killing all the humans now.
Well, they've experimented on him for 10 to 15 years. Don't you think he'd be angry?
But even the quote unquote good guys, you know.
Maybe. Because he'll probably have to control his urges. Considering what he can do now, as you're witnessing.
Wow.
Looks so dumb.
Well, he just took a shot to the face there.
If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Well, that was cringe.
Looks like what we missed from the first game. Even guns.
Yeah. I remember seeing like a TikTok as well of a comparison of the two games. Even your melee weapons, like in the first game, will decay as they get damaged.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the first game, you once they break, you just drop them. There's no change in what they look like. No difference between brand new and one hit from breaking.
Yep. But I'm very hyped for that. Because it seems as though they're going back to
Yeah,
a lot of
it
that
does.
stuff.
It does seem a heck of a lot better.
GF also confirmed it will have around 20 hours of stuff to do, feature a new region in the Dying Light universe, no date yet, but more details there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's the next game to come out from them. I've got to admit, I am intrigued.
Well, do you want some ice cream, Roy?
Sure.
Oh, damn
Every
it!
week.
Son of a bitch!
The ice cream van comes round every week at around this time. It's kind of
No, he
amusing.
comes out at complete random times. Is the worst part. Like sometimes he'll not come to it.
Yeah, he always hits the podcast.
I know.
It's
Doesn't
insane.
make sense.
So, Black Myth Wukong, we already know that has released, and I actually must address that right now. Because as you can see, that is a 3 out of 5 myth Wukong got on its final day. Now, if I actually just pull up Black Myth Wukong, it's sitting at 96% positive, overwhelmingly positive, of the 360,708 user reviews.
God damn.
It has done phenomenally. People adore the game. I don't understand why that bit needed to be said, but okay. The rest of it makes sense, but yeah, sure. Whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. You're probably gonna dislike me for this, but I actually have no idea what this game is.
It's fine. It's a
But it is
Souls-like.
impressive. It is impressive to have the ratings that it has.
Oh yeah, it's a Souls-like based in Chinese mythology, I believe it is.
I
Yeah.
love how, by the way, the combat style of Dark Souls is referred to as Souls-like. It's not like no one actually knows the name of that combat style. It's just Souls-like.
But that's how everyone refers to it. Even other developers refer to it in this manner. No one knows. They just define the genre so well, you know? But no, they've done amazing. So I just had to address that. Artistically as well, you got to admit, it looks stunning. whether they're your sort of games or not, you have to give credit where credit's due for this sort of stuff. But yeah, really impressive. Dragon Ball got another game. King of the Meat.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
what?
that's pretty fair. Amazon Games does Fall Guys.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I
Link,
like what explained in that one sentence.
pretty much, yeah. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. It's yeah. So a brand new trailer for Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Don't Nod Montreal's new, definitely not Life of Stranger like game. It's very much like Life is Strange. That's all I can say there.
That was a mouthful, though. Whatever you just said.
Oh yeah, I know. No More Room in Hell 2 got a new trailer.
Oh yes, you told me about this because this was the game that I couldn't remember the name of that I was saying that I
Yes.
wanted us two to play.
Experiment is a little different, but today is not a normal Sunday. I wanted to tell you all, we failed in our duty to God.
What? The first game was just phenomenal.
Here are the last days of this earth.
And I am so excited for the sequel.
Now, I remember us watching the first trailer, and I
Oh,
took
yeah.
a great interest to it, and would have been very much up for you and I giving this a go when it comes out.
Oh, definitely will. Ooh, now you got fire spread mechanics. Now you're getting coming soon wish list now. Okay. I've got a feeling the next trailer is gonna drop a date.
I mean, you would like to think.
Arc Raiders, next game from studio behind the finals. It's another team shooter. Yeah, fair enough. It's going
Probably
free to
another
play.
battle royale.
Yeah. Infinity Nikki, it's a game my partner was actually quite interested in. Very much those style of games that you'd imagine. Latest trailer for costume, dress up, RPG, Infinity Nikki. Yeah. Adorable creatures, fantastical world, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, she just said, yay.
Yeah, I was gonna say something for our partners.
Yeah, exactly. You pretty much clicked on the exact same way I did. Just like, yep, there you go. You take that game. We'll do everything else.
We'll
Okay.
sit here slaughtering zombies and fighting for
Yeah,
our lives. Meanwhile, they're over there with these little slime ball looking things
pretty much.
that are
Yeah,
bouncing around, squeaking.
I can't even say you're wrong there. Path of Exile 2 got an announcement, which I'm very excited for. It's finally going to come to free-to-play release on 15th November. The first game was free-to-play. I adore it. It's very Diablo-like. And the sequel is coming out this year, and I'm very excited for that as well. Dune Awakening. If you don't know about this, it's a bit of an interesting one. Basically, character creator. It's you in the Doom universe, and it's kind of like a survival MMO, bit like Rust-esque, except with story elements. It's an interesting one that I saw. Character creation. Yeah, you straight away in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, get fucked.
Welcome to Arrakis, the most dangerous planet.
Yeah, whatever you say, dude.
Meet hundreds of others in the vast online world.
Quad.
Befriend or betray those you meet. Form a wary alliance.
I would not give my gun to a random stranger.
For your help
No.
taking down territorial deserters. Working with others will always increase your chance of staying alive.
No, I mean, working with others could decrease your chance if they're going to stab you in the back.
Climb to a vantage
True.
point and
But it seems like it's got AI as well to deal with.
your
It's
choice
not
of
just
weapons and
players.
abilities determines your strategy. Sword masters lead the charge into battle, literally. repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take
But
them out
the shooting doesn't look too fun.
5-1. Deploy them up to sea.
If it's the third person stuff where it's going to be RNG, I'm not interested.
Nah, I get where you're coming from.
On a
Like, the
practice
scope seems fine, but all I'd do is snipe.
Yeah, then you're literally limited to whatever weapons that have scopes, which
Yeah.
it's going to be one, at most two.
and unlock more
Yeah.
advanced equipment, like the blood purifier. Refine the
Yeah,
button for
you
laser
need
command
to
and
collect blood
extract
from your
the
enemies
water.
to make water to drink.
Craft improved equipment using fabric.
Okay, then.
Interesting universe lore, eh?
One way to force player interaction, I guess.
The
Yeah.
world is yours to claim.
I still think this is pretty cool, though. I must admit. You can make your own aircraft.
The in-game
Okay, they just...
provides insight into
It just looks like it's at low frame rate, though.
Yeah. I mean, it is on a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Oh, right. Say less.
You see up here. I don't actually know what is due to release on. So different, like, hubs and things for different factions.
Beyond the shield wall, hundreds of players scour the landscape, hunting for spice. Every spice blow has the potential to become a heated battle.
So like an airdrop.
Multiple guilds vying for the precious melange. Even when
Oh, look, Tonk.
like defeat is inevitable.
Ooh, Tonk?
Hmm.
Those who understand desert power can awaken Arrakis itself.
Wait, no. You can't call the entire fucking area to just open up on you. You can. That's one way to clear out an area pretty fucking quick. I must admit, that was pretty cool. Coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox release date to be announced, but it's coming to us early 2025. Interesting one. Reanimal is more from the Little Nightmares creators. Typical what you'd expect, really. There's not really much I can add to them. Genshin Impact update, Monster Hunter Wilds, Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. Most people probably can take a guess just looking at some of these, what they're for and where they're coming from. Civilization 7, they released the gameplay. It's pretty much what you'd expect from Civ. Anyone who doesn't know what Civ is, I'm kind of shocked. Releases 11th of February 2025. Starfield Shattered Space DLC finally got a release date and trailer, 30th of September this year. So that's some good news. Just kind of trying to have a look. Delta Force Horcops, which me and my friends are quite interested in. Ahead of its early access release, sometime between October and December later this year. Delta Force Horcops will be bringing all your alternatively themed COD shooty bangs to Steam next fest in October. Okay. Here's one that I have I'm a big fan of. I played the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, and that was the game that made me want and need to update my PC to the state that it is now. Because the first one is fucking phenomenal. You start out, you can't read, you can't write, you barely know how to do anything, and you learn these skills as you go. And you get thrown into basically the middle of a fucking war that they're coming to take over an entire castle, and you're just a fucking peasant. And you have to escape, you tell your lord, and it all goes from there. It's fucking mayhem. I remember getting drunk with a priest, and that was an interesting experience. The priest was with a prostitute, and my character just woke up the next morning throwing up into the church sermon bowl. So yeah, hell of a game. But the sequel has been announced, which is based straight after the first one, so you've got a bit more skills. So obviously, you've learned a lot. But it's set in
concluded a
Bohemia.
very fragile truce with Sigismund, and if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences.
I intend to wage war, not parley.
Everything all right? Hey?
We need more people. The best thing would be to recruit
Ooh.
your old comrades.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if every single one of his allies was swinging on the gallows. They were all interesting people. But nothing is like completely preventative. You can do whatever you want in this game. You can steal, you can rob graves, you can behead people, you can shoot people, you can beat up the homeless. Anything you want to do, you can.
Because the homeless lives aren't hard enough. Let's beat them up as well.
Well, I had to beat one up. He wouldn't pay me.
He's homeless. What the hell is he going to pay you with?
The things that he said he would pay for.
Like that boy already.
But I am beyond excited for this game. I've absolutely adored the first. So, you know, a sequel's definitely going to be right up there. Batman Arkham Shadow. Now, you and me both own VR, so I need to bring this up. I'm a massive Arkham fan, you know that.
Yeah.
I will play this just because it's Arkham, but I can't stand the idea of how they've designed this.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham.
It looks so fucking clunky and floaty as shit.
Consumes me.
The corrupt system has failed you. Are you not angry?
No.
Fight back.
Why are you?
It's the freaking bag!
Was that supposed to be Bane?
Who?
You know what that voice was saying?
No.
Thank
No.
God, because it sounded awful.
I think it's supposed to be Rat King.
Soldier in his own fanatical mob. So how in the hell do we find him?
Targets are all city employees, civil servants, public officials. You could be more than a symbol.
But it seems like it's
God,
before either the Arkham universe
Alfred, we tried it your
or
way.
Arkham Origins.
I do
Which-
not know the storyline at all. So
It's really weird. Yeah, I imagine it's after Arkham Origins. And yeah, I'm really not sure. As I said, I'll play it because I love Arkham, but it does not look great.
You're everything that's wrong with Gotham.
You're everything that's wrong with Gotham. Like every Batman series.
I can bring back to you.
But now, I'd prefer this if they made it into an actual, you know, Arkham game. Because the gameplay just looks floaty as shit. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it doesn't look right.
I mean, the only way to really tell would be to play it.
True.
Suppose if it's
Squid-
unbearable, you know, just quick refund.
Squid Game Unleashed. Why was free to play it? Just for like a couple hours here and there.
I mean, there's a good chance it'd be like Fall Guys.
Possibly. Diablo 4 Vessel of the Hatred DLC.
Still not bothered with Diablo 4.
I'm not surprised. Flotopia. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Revealed. Yeah, newly revealed release date 9th of December this year. And then finally, Mafia: The Old Country. It's not a very long trailer, so I'm going to show it. Here we go.
This thing of ours, it's a brotherhood. Treachery, not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life,
Yes.
family?
Oh, way too true. So, from what we understand, it will be set in in Italy
Classic.
during, I think it's like the just turning of the 1900s. So it's kind of like the proper start of the mafia. So I'm very intrigued.
You're gonna see my Tommy gun.
Honestly,
to my little friend.
I am so excited for that. GamesCom, Miles of Tracks, fair enough. Spine, Exploiter. I think actually the first one covered everything I wanted to cover because we have been kind of going through this for a little while now. I've realized, so probably moving on shortly. What else is there to cover here?
Are you okay? What's going on?
I'm just trying to check and make sure there's nothing that I want to cover in this list.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why would God want to save Birmingham? No one wants to save Birmingham. No one likes it. What the hell is this name?
Planet invert to
Yeah.
I'm guessing German because I see commanded.
Oh yeah, actually there's one game I want to cover. This is Squirrel with a gun.
In a world of peace and tranquility.
Didn't we watch this before?
We
Was
did.
our trailer related?
And it's apparently got a release date. 4 days time.
4 days time.
Yeah, it comes out on the 29th of August on PC. And releases on consoles later this year, apparently.
And shoot some guns. And guess what? He's all out of nuts. Expect sandboxing,
So,
puzzle solving, and gun-slinging action.
me and Will like to play some of the weirdest games we've ever come across. This is one I will probably just sit and play for no reason whatsoever.
The food chain's got a new hierarchy. Get ready for Squirrel with a Gun. Coming soon to Steam and Epic. And coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S this fall.
Could you imagine having to say all that with a very serious voice?
You mean like this?
Yeah, like that. I don't
No.
think you could advertise
no.
that game with that sort of voice. That was the only game in this list that I actually wanted to cover. What the hell? Consider me shocked. Oh well. Let's cover some interesting information then, moving forwards. So, online gaming statistics for 2024. With an estimated 1.1 billion online gamers worldwide, online gaming has become a massive part of digital entertainment. It encompasses various game genres, including massive multiplayer online games, MMOs, online casino games, I disagree with that, puzzles, sports, games, and shooters. I don't understand why online casinos is classified as gaming. I will never get that.
It's just gambling.
It is, but they can't seem to separate the two. I don't get
No.
why.
Clearly not, given all the websites for gambling skins and all that.
Exactly. Here's an in-depth look at everything you need to know about online gaming in 2024, including statistics on topics such as digital versus physical games, diversity in the games industry, and the move to cloud-based gaming. For the best experience, check out the broadband provider, whatever, get lost. So this will be interesting, Will, because we've had a few discussions over the years about what things are like in the market at the moment, and this will be able to answer some of our questions. So, online gaming stats overview. Around 1.1 billion people play games online worldwide, with China, South Korea,
shit.
and Japan having the most extensive online gaming reach. It's kind of shocking. In the UK, 38% of adults aged 16 plus play online games, as do 57% of children aged 3 to 15. Now, just considering 38% of adults aged 16 plus, that's 16 to any age. That's quite a high fucking number when you think about it.
Can't forget the sniping grandpa on Battlefield, dude.
Oh, yeah, and there was another one I came across the other
The
day.
granny as well.
Yeah, she's badass. The global games market is valued at around $183.9 billion and is projected to grow to $207 billion by 2026.
And
I
yet we're
can't.
seeing thousands and thousands of layoffs
Yeah, makes sense,
with,
doesn't it?
with that kind of market.
Yep. Oh, wait, this might explain a little bit of that. EA Sports Football Club 2024 was the most popular game in the UK in 2023, selling almost 2.4 million copies. Whoever bought this game, just why?
It's not a game, dude.
You disappoint me. It's just a popular update you was tricked into paying full price for.
Yep.
The PlayStation 5 is the most popular gaming device, with 71% of owners saying it's their primary console. No shit, Sherlock, a PC doesn't classify as a console.
Because it's not a console.
Yeah.
It's a machine.
Exactly, and this is the issue with questions like that. How big is the gaming market? So,
absolutely enormous.
Yeah, in 2021, it was $192.7 billion. 2022, it was $182.9 billion, so we had a 5.1% loss. 2023, $183.9 billion again. It was plus 0.5% increase. And then they're expecting by 2026 a 207 billion increase. 207 billion market price, which will be 12.6% increase. Now, I believe the reason for that is, if I recall correctly, no, they don't actually have a projection for this year. So we'll have a full projection for later this year that'll give us a reasonable idea of what's going on. Might have to check back here about then, because this seems to be getting updated, which I quite like. So, as we all know, as the gaming sector continues to grow, we'll end up having more improvements to the industry, but as it drops, vice versa. So, which is why we're seeing layoffs from 2022, because we had a 5.1% drop in the entirety of the industry.
We've definitely seen more than 5% of layoffs, though. I don't know how many times we've seen between 20 and 33% of a company.
Exactly that, mate. And that's the big thing I think we're finding at the moment. All this happened as well. This happened when COVID kicked in, like properly. Well, actually, no, it's probably when we're on the back end of COVID. So I'd say this would be about the time when a lot of people were putting down their consoles and trying to get back outside, change things. So, anyways. Over the past few years, the gaming market has experienced fluctuations in global revenue. 2021, the international game, we've just been over that. It had a slight recovery, 0.5%. Okay. What are the biggest gaming segments? This is going to hurt us. Mobile games, $89.9 billion, dollars, 2.1% drop.
How did it drop? They're going up. They're getting more expensive and more microtransactions.
Console games, $52.4 billion, a 0.3% increase. Downloaded/boxed PC games, $39.6 billion, 8.4%. And then browser PC games, $1.9 billion, negative 16.9%. Now,
They're kind of, I would imagine they're kind of becoming obsolete. I know there's still a few out there that people play. Like, I know my dad has about 7 million accounts for Ebony, and that was
yeah,
a browser game.
it's mental to see that. You can tell they're all going. I'm surprised they had a boxed to this.
Yeah, I can't imagine many people have a disc tray anymore.
I know one person, and that's because he asked me to
Yeah.
install it. That's
Yeah.
it. Anyways, that's a hell of a intrigue. Plus, PC had the highest increase in revenue that year.
Because it's becoming more and more popular.
That it is.
Even with like the casual gamers, you can get like a setup so cheap now.
Oh,
If
way
you,
too cheap.
if you can put it together yourself, which whereas components that are lower tier, it's a lot easier
Oh yeah.
because everything's just like, yeah, just plug that into here. Whereas when you get high tier, you need to start adding extra things like more fans, better cooling system. You need to think about your size, if your other components can handle it, if it's even able to take it.
Yep. We've been over this for the last couple weeks. So
Couple years, mate. Couple
well,
years.
yeah, true. Download and boxed PC games have seen significant growth with an 8.4% increase in revenue. This could be due to several factors, including the resurgence of PC gaming, improved distribution channels, and the popularity of PC exclusive titles. The flexibility and customizability of PC gaming might also have contributed to this upward trend. Also, I have to actually put quite a bit of this as a thank you to Microsoft and Sony, because they might not realize what they're doing off the bat, but with them both fighting over who's giving exclusives to PC, it's kind of making PC a bit more obvious as an option to people. And asking the questions, why are the big companies in gaming fighting over this platform? Because there's some good shit here. Fucking join us.
I'm
Anyways,
still looking forward to when we see the next console release because the prices are going to be insane.
oh yeah, it should
There's
be next
no
year.
doubt. There's no doubt the prices are going to be mental. What did the last ones come out when they first released? It was about 500.
Yeah, it's always about
Yeah.
500.
With the price that they're going to go up to, the amount that's going to cost, you're going to be able to get yourself a pretty decent rig
Yeah,
with that same amount of money. And by the time we get to those consoles, I would say any game coming out are all going to be compatible with controller because that just seems to be
yep.
what we're going for. So it's
I can
like
see why.
you could get a better system for less than what the console is, and then just pop your controller in and have things run smoother, look better, and just generally feel nicer.
Yep.
And still have the comfort of your controller if that's what you want.
I was thinking you are spot on that. Which region has the biggest gaming market? So obviously we're starting off with Asia Pacific, $84.6 billion their side of the market brings in, which
Almost
is
double of the next.
yeah, which is a drop of 0.2% from the prior year. North America brings in $49.9 billion a year, which is a 4.6% increase. Europe brings in $33.7 billion, which is a 1.3% increase. Latin America, $8.6 billion, 2.2% increase. And finally, Middle East and Africa, $7.1 billion with a 0.3% increase. Which it's pretty interesting to see just how much money game brings in globally.
Hey,
It's a bit mad.
what about that penguin in Antarctica? How much is he bringing in?
1.5 cent a day. Oh, this will be intriguing. Which region has the most gamers? Asia Pacific, they have some of like the largest amount of players global. I'd also say that's because they've got the highest amount of people globally. So
We've
that's
also
1.7
got
billion
to take
people.
into consideration that it's been known for them to give incorrect statistics for
Oh,
the amount
yeah.
of people they have. So, because 1.7 billion sounds absurd. That's almost a quarter of the world.
Yeah.
If not, is a quarter.
It does sound a bit mad, doesn't it? Middle East and Africa, 556.9 million, 11.3%. Europe, 446.4 million, 3.5%. Latin America, 335 million, 6%. And North America, 237.3 million, 2.4%. Bloody hell. So, what are the most popular games in the UK? Hogwarts Legacy is at number 2. Damn. Sadly, this one beat it. I fucking hate EA Sports. Modern Warfare 3. How the hell did you get this high? FIFA 23. Why? Marvel Spider-Man 2. I get that. I can comprehend that. GTA 5 is still up there all these years later. What the fuck? Minecraft, 20th place.
Damn.
That
It's
makes me sad.
It's really lost its place in the world, hasn't it?
Apparently. Makes me sad, man. I'm not
How
going to
long
go...
did that sit at the number one spot? How many years?
Oh, man, it's probably still quite high up because I don't think this is only in the UK. We're talking global. Ooh. Who are
It
the
only
most...
recently lost its number one spot, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Who are the most prominent gaming publishers? Epic Games, 13.9%. EA, 13.6%. Take-Two, 8.9%. Activision Blizzard, 8.2%. Sony, 6.6%. Microsoft, 6.2%. And finally, Ubisoft at 5.7%. This is where we're going wrong. You know, if EA and Epic Games are at the top of your list, you're probably making some sort of mistake.
Epic Games are probably up there because of the amount of free games they're giving away, dude.
Yeah. Which gaming publisher earned the most revenue? Tencent. Well, there's your mistake. Apple. There's another mistake.
Oh my god.
Sony. That makes sense. Microsoft.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Tencent and Apple. Fuck
Google.
off. Yeah, Google. You
Google.
get gone as well. NetEase. I can't comment on you. I don't know who you are.
Nor do
find out.
I. Who is this?
The Chinese internet technology company.
Oh, okay. Makes
No,
sense.
NetEase, you fuck off too. You're just another Tencent. To say you guys are a communist country, you're the most capitalist I've ever seen a country act. Come on. Dear, oh dear. Which are the most popular gaming consoles and devices in the UK? PS5 makes sense. Notice how PC's not even on the list? Because once again, it's gaming consoles. Even though they said devices.
PS4 is higher than the latest Xbox.
Apparently so. No, it's not.
PS4's up there, look.
Oh, shit,
PS4's
yeah.
at the top. I'm confused. Wait, what do you mean PS5 digital edition? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say, how do you download a PS5?
Don't get me started.
Someday, I'm sure.
Yeah, someday.
No, you guys don't even own the console anymore. What do you mean?
True. What does the digital games market look like? Mobile, 24% of it. Console DLC, 20%. What?
DLC is higher than the full game. Is that a joke?
And
Oh
subscriptions
my
does
God.
not come far behind that.
What the hell has happened?
MMOG subscriptions and microtransactions, 9%. Tablet, 9%. PC download to own, 6%. Social, 1%. PC casual / PC pay to play, 0%, as it should be. But what the fuck is this?
That's absurd. We always knew mobile was number one for this.
Yeah. Mobile.
Because just microtransactions are completely absurd.
But the thing is, if you go to mobile, you know what you're expecting.
Yeah, a pile of crap.
Everyone knows this. This, though, 5, 10,
DLC, man.
fucking 10, 15 years ago, that did not happen. This was not a fucking thing.
Almost half the market is through DLC subscriptions and microtransactions.
You know, Will, I don't think we're going to get through this in this episode. So what I would like to do is I would like to save this and continue this bit of the conversation for next episode because there's a lot more to cover. And I think it would be worth going through this in detail. So I'm going to save that little thing. Plus, I think it's going to have a lot of information for us moving forward in the next bit of time. But we'll cover this before we end the day because it's already been an hour and we've not even got...
Can you top that, man? Can you top that?
Not really, no. That is mental. The grand finale of the World Cup, Esports World Cup takes place today. Cool. Yeah. Well, not today. When was it? One day ago. Oh, look. He won the EA Sports Football Club 24 competition, guys. The global competition has seen 1,500 world-class gamers take the stage for the last 8 weeks. Usually, esports competitions where gamers played video games competitively would focus on one game. This tournament has held competitions in 21 different games, like Counter-Strike, Rocket League, and Tekken 8. The competition had a record-breaking prize pool of $60 million, or £43.5 million, to be split between the different winners. It was designed to be an attention-grabbing amount, according to the World Cup organizers. $60 million makes this relevant. Every parent in the world will look at it and say, okay, then, I get it. I like the reasoning, fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also pointed out esports is a global sport, and for competitors from poorer countries, winning $200,000 could be life changing.
Not could be, would be.
Yeah, there's no
anyone.
fucking could. Local Saudi club team Falcon won the tournament a week ago because they got so many points. Now the teams battle it out for second and third place. 56 UK players have competed in Riyadh, and 7 UK clubs: the Apex Racing Team, Fnatic Guild Esports, Man City Esports, Tundra Esports, William Esports, and Wolves Esports. But holding the competition in Saudi Arabia sparked controversy. We're not going to cover this. It's due to the human rights record, but we're not going to go into the depth of what that's going about. The Esports Cup got a very mixed reception because where it is. Yep. Yeah, that's all going to cover that in further detail. Some players chose to boycott. Fair enough, UTU. We're trying to go for positivity here, not sadness.
Do you need a
and anger.
screwdriver set?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Albin Deschelet runs a team.
Yeah. Called G2, who he describes as the Real Madrid of esports because we win a lot. Esports have existed about 20 years, and despite the passion, despite the growth, despite the numbers, we are still asked by mainstream audiences, are you really watching other people play video games? I can only hope that these events like the Esports World Cup will help an audience that doesn't care about the game, doesn't understand the competition, to just get interested. Fair play. I can understand the reason he's doing it, to be fair. So, that's all I really have now, which just took us bang on to an hour, which is pretty impressive.
I think you're already looking forward to next week's episode, Roy. You're needing to delve deeper into that clusterfuck that we just read about the market.
That's the thing. Like, we didn't really even cover much from what that came up with. And the details we got already is fascinating to me. I am actually going to also drop that link into our Discord in the research channel, just so if anyone does want to have a look at it themselves and pull up any bits that you'd like us to discuss in graver detail next week, please feel free to do so. That has honestly got my intrigue, and I am fascinated to see where that goes.
The numbers have just blown me away.
Same. I genuinely did not expect DLCs to make more money than actual games by a solid, what was it, 6-7%? Was it 3%?
I think it was 20 and 17.
Yeah, look.
And then subscriptions were 14. If memory serves.
It was after that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 3% difference. Which, once again, we're talking about only the digitals in that, obviously. Oh, actually, I have some figures. Let me quickly reopen this. Sorry, I have things on that I sometimes listen to. Not very often, though. Let me just reopen this quickly. And these are the actual figures for these. So, you know how it said mobile console DLC. £861.5 million it brought in last year, right? Console
It's
full
making
games.
140 million more than the actual game.
The subscriptions are how much behind that, Will? About 150 mil?
Yeah. And we wonder why people are complaining about we're not getting full games released.
Yep.
We're getting DLC released before the full games released, before series patches that are needed are made.
Exactly. PC download to own. £236.6 million. So basically, we just buy our games. That's how much money that brings in. Social aspects for 47.1 million.
Or like paying for advertisement,
I'd
paying for
imagine
servers,
so,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
PC casual, PC pay to play, £12.7 million that brings in.
That's just probably going to be the sales part. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really have subscriptions or pay to play.
No. It'd be like fucking RuneScape, that sort of thing, if you're paying for premium.
Yeah.
But that's just mad. Absolutely mad.
Any game where servers have options for VIP and stuff to skip queues and all that.
Right, interesting. So, we'll quickly cover this before I end the episode because I just want to fully cover this
You're
little
going
section.
too deep, Rory.
I know, I just want to cover this entire section.
Too deep.
Most popular physical games console, Nintendo Switch, 6.2 million.
I mean, let's be honest, it's beloved.
Yeah.
I got my partner one, and she wasn't off of it for at least 6 months.
Exactly. PS5, 4.3 million. PS4, 1.8 million. Xbox Series X, that'll be 1 million. Xbox, that's X and S, 1 million. Xbox One, 0.3 million. Other, 0 million. That's really helpful, though. Thanks. Why is
PC down there?
total physical game software?
If you were to calculate all the software bought for PCs, man, it would be an absurd number.
I'm so confused.
Like finding all that information would be impossible because there's just so many websites.
The other thing is that apparently we at PC have 0.2 million.
Definitely not right.
Yeah, over both. And that's a 36.7% increase.
Huh.
Yeah.
0.21 to 0.29? I don't fucking know.
I have no idea. Apparently, though, we are in 6th place in the market. So with that, I am calling it there for now. because otherwise I will keep going and we will not stop for another hour. And that would not be good for me. But yeah, I think we've covered everything I wanted us to cover, unless there's anything that you want to mention before we end off.
Nothing that comes to mind, no.
Oh, actually, there is one last thing.
Mm.
Me and Will actually sat and played the supermarket simulator.
It was dumb.
It's dumb as all hell. It's funny. Good for like an hour and two here and there, but it's dumb as hell. That's about it. I just want to quickly
It's a
bring
good
that up.
laugh, though. It's a good laugh.
It is. It's a good throw together bit of a laugh here and there.
Just, you know, if you're gonna join Random Worlds, be advised. It's not a good idea.
No, lots of racist symbolism.
Lots of questionable content. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, let's go with that. But yeah, with all that said and done, then we'll end the episode here. Thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We have been thankful for all the comments we got last week, so thanks a lot for them.
Much appreciated to anyone who does listen and does decide to comment. It's goes further than you think.
Oh yeah, it definitely keeps us motivated to keep going, and is highly appreciated. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in episode 82. Catch you later,
Have a
guys.
good one, guys. See you again.